If you're running a business, you are probably so tired of hearing about the next game-changing piece of software, right? It feels like every single day there's a new tool promising the world, but mostly just delivering confusion. Well, today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to look at AI in a totally new way, not as another thing to buy, but as a strategy to get back the revenue you're already losing. Okay, let's get into it.
You know, the whole conversation we have around technology and business, it almost always starts from the wrong place. We get so hung up on the what, the software, the features, the AI, that we totally miss the most important question, the one question that actually hits your bottom line. And here it is. This is the big shift in thinking. That old question, do you want to buy AI software? I mean, that's just a sales pitch. It immediately frames it as a cost, right? Another line item on your expenses. But the new question, how much revenue are you losing right now? Well, that's a business strategy question. It zeroes in on a problem, a real pain point that's already costing you money, and that completely flips the script from an expense to an investment in recovery.
So let's talk about that lost revenue. For most businesses, especially service-based ones, it's not some big, dramatic event. No, it's more like a slow, quiet leak. It's money and opportunity just dripping away every single day, and a lot of the time, you don't even see it happening.
Does any of this sound familiar? A potential customer calls during the lunch rush and it just rings and rings. A lead comes in from your website late at night but doesn't get a call back till the next morning. Your front desk person is trying to do 3 things at once and a great inquiry just slips through the cracks. Look, these aren't your team's failures. They're just symptoms of a system that's stretched way too thin.
And while this leak can affect pretty much any business, it is especially painful in industries where a phone call and a quick response are everything. We're talking about medical clinics, med spas, dental offices, but also contractors, construction companies, home services. In these fields, one single missed connection can be unbelievably expensive.
And here's the part that really stings. In today's market, a missed call doesn't just mean someone might call back later. More often than not, they've just hung up and immediately dialed your number 1 competitor. That opportunity isn't just delayed, it is gone. For good. So, the most important thing we can do is stop thinking about this as just some minor hassle and start seeing it for what it truly is, a huge financial drain. Let's actually put some real numbers to this problem so we can see the true cost of doing nothing.
Okay, picture this. For a dental clinic or maybe a med spa, one single unanswered phone call could mean losing a new patient who was ready to book a $2,000 treatment. That's one call, one moment, $2,000 just vanished.
And if you think that's bad, for a contractor, the stakes are way higher. That missed call isn't about some small job. It could easily be someone looking to kick off a $20,000 renovation. The scale of the loss is just staggering, and it happens way more often than anyone wants to admit.
This is where it becomes truly painful, because it's not about one little mistake. Let's say a dental practice misses just 10 of those potential new patient calls in a month. If the average treatment value is around $900, that's $9,000 in lost revenue every single month. That's over $100,000 a year, just gone.
All right, so we felt the pain, we can see the leak, so what do we do about it? How do we fix it? This is where we introduce a really powerful new way of thinking, the revenue anchor strategy. It completely flips the script on how we normally think about technology.
The definition here is everything. This strategy anchors the value of the technology directly to the revenue it helps you recover. See? You're not just buying some software. You're buying a system specifically designed to capture that $9,000 a month that's currently slipping through your fingers. It instantly becomes a profit center, not a cost center. And the tool that makes this all possible is an AI voice agent. The best way to think about it is like having the perfect digital front desk employee. It is always on, 24/7. It never calls in sick, never takes a lunch break, and it can handle a dozen conversations at once without even breaking a sweat. So let's break down what this system actually does. It's designed to solve every single problem we just talked about. It answers every call, day or night. It can instantly qualify leads by asking the questions you want it to ask. It captures all the info from any calls you do miss for an immediate follow-up. It can even book qualified people right into your calendar automatically. The only thing left for your human team to do is talk to warm, qualified prospects who are ready to go. And the model itself is just beautifully simple. Step 1, you identify the leak. How many calls are we missing? Step 2, you calculate the pain. What's the actual dollar value of those missed calls? Step 3, you deploy the AI anchor to plug that leak.
And step 4, the best part, is you watch as the revenue you're now capturing easily pays for the system and then some.
But here's where it gets really, really exciting. Because plugging the leaks, that's just phase 1. Once you have this powerful AI infrastructure in place, you can flip it from a defensive tool, one that just recovers lost money, into an offensive one that goes out and finds new growth.
That's right. The very same system that was handling all your inbound calls can now be pointed outward. It can actively go out and find brand new business for you, basically acting like a tireless salesperson that works around the clock. And this is possible because this kind of system can be connected to massive, structured databases. We are talking about having detailed, segmented info on over 22 million businesses right at your fingertips. Your entire potential market is no longer a mystery. It's a list you can actually talk to.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, a contractor can now automatically find and contact every single property developer in their state. A clinic can find and build relationships with hundreds of potential referral partners. It completely transforms prospecting from this manual, slow, painful chore into an automated, scalable engine for growth.
Okay, let's bring this all home. What we're really talking about here isn't just some clever new tactic. It's a fundamental shift in how businesses are going to grow and compete from now on. This is about building infrastructure.
Think about it this way. A serious business doesn't just have a phone. It has a whole communication system. It doesn't just have a computer. It has an IT network. The exact same thing is now true for growth. The winning companies are moving away from having a bunch of disconnected tools and are instead building an integrated growth infrastructure.
And this infrastructure has a few key parts all working together. You've got the AI voice agents, the automated outreach, access to that massive business data, and systems for qualifying leads and booking appointments. It's one cohesive machine built for one thing: efficient, scalable growth.
And I want to be crystal clear about this. This technology doesn't replace your talented team. It supercharges them. It extends their reach. It's like giving them superpowers. A small, lean team with this AI infrastructure can now outperform a much larger competitor that's still stuck doing everything by hand. It completely levels the playing field.
So we end right back where we started, with a question. The core idea here is really simple. First, reframe AI not as a cost, but as a tool to get back the money you're already losing. Then, use that exact same system to go out and find new business. The shift to AI-driven growth infrastructure is happening right now. Your competition is looking at it. So the only real question left is, are you going to lead this new era, or are you going to be left trying to catch up?